G'day folks, today I'm going yabbying off this bridge in the Billabong Creek.
Hey you! You're watching Robbie Cooking.
There's my 4 yabby nets. I've got 4 drop nets and they're actually baited with dried cat food. Hopefully my cords are long enough. Now the reason I'm using dry cat food is because I only found out the other day that you can no longer get Goodo's dry dog food. It's not being made anymore. Net number 2. Net number 3, and this net has certainly seen better days. I'm going a bit closer to the bank. Try that. Right, 4th and final net, can just go there. 1 net on each corner of the bridge. Just looking here to see whether I can drive in here. Doesn't feel boggy. Right, I'm set up and ready to go fishing. I might just give these nets a quick check. They've only been in about 10 minutes. They're snagged. That's not a good start. What is that in there? Something in there. Shrimp, I think. Oh, well, the shrimp here. There's freshwater shrimp here. That's a start. And net number 2. Well, unless it's not snagged. Nothing in it. Hang on, there's a shrimp in that too. A good spot to catch shrimp. There's a few shrimp in it. A couple of nice shrimp. Not what I was expecting, but that's I'm catching something. Net number 3. Shrimp. I can see them in there already. I'll just put them straight back down. 3 or 4 shrimp. Number 4. Oh, I've got a yabby, beauty. I think it's got eggs though. I've got 1 yabby and a couple of shrimp. Oh, no eggs. Oh, they can go in the bucket. That's a good start. 1 yabby and a couple of shrimp. Put plenty of water in there. Right, the long rod here, it's got a running sinker rig and 2 janjuck worms. The short rod is a paternoster rig. It's got a couple of worms on it as well. I suspect that with a few shrimp. Oh, something's biting that other rod. I suspect that with a few shrimp on the move, I'm going to get quite a few shrimp nibbles here today. It's a very carpy looking bite, that one. Still there. Got him. There. Is it a carp? It is a carp there. Obviously there's carp here and I'm not surprised at all about that, but there is the potential for a yellow belly or Murray cod or possibly even a catfish. This is going to be a carp fest here in between checking the yabby nets, I think. Should cut one of these in half and throw it in the yabby net. Best bait you'll find. Oh, look at it. Took my eye off it for 2 seconds and it nearly got pulled in. Last year's floods have led to a population explosion. I'm not even going to touch that worm, I'm just going to put it straight back in as is. No way. I literally just sat down. Look. I literally just sat down. It's incredible. Australia, we have a carp problem. Once again, I'm not even going to touch them worms. Here we go. Got him. A bit bigger this one. Oh, maybe not. I heard a splash and I look around, my little rod's bouncing off. Oh, just got off, did it? Is it still there? It just got off. I heard a splash, so I looked around and this little rod had a fish on it. Please be some yabbies. It's not snagged, that's a start. I can see a couple of shrimp in there. Number 2. A couple of shrimp. There's been a lot of shrimp down there, look. 1, 2, well, 1 fell through. Oh no, there it is, 3. 3 shrimp. The best yellow belly bait you'll ever find. That stuff, they are, shrimp. Number 3, any yabbies? Yes, I've got a yabby. Not huge, but they're not as big as some of the huge big yabbies that I get up here in Yarana, but they're big enough for me to get a bit of meat off. Right, I've got 2 yabbies, a couple more shrimp in there again. Did one fall out? There's one. The yabby stream is slow, but they are trickling in. This is the net that had the yabby in it last time. Not this time. Just a couple of shrimp. There's a yabby under there. I thought there was. Not very big. I'll throw him in the bucket. Throw the shrimp away. I've got 3 yabbies. I might just put one worm on here, and I think I'm just going to fish with one rod for a while. It's getting a little bit hectic with 2. Got him, very small. Another one, another carpio. This is why I'm only using one rod. This place is carp central. There's like about 1 centimetre of worm left on here, if that. Carp me up, ba-da-da. They're biting and they'll never stop. In the net, in the net, in the net, and you're in trouble. I'm going to use that last little weeny bit of worm skin. Look, it wouldn't be quarter of one worm. Here's a bite. Here comes carp number 7,438. I hope the audio is not too bad here. I've got a new camera. I've got a DJI Action 4, and I can't see any settings on there where I can reduce or turn off wind noise. This one's a bit bigger than the others. It's still, it got off. Just about to say, still a carp, it's just a bigger one. And here comes the next fish. Got him. What time is it? Nearly time to check these nets. Give him another 5 minutes. I'll give him another carp. One more carp until I check the nets after this one. How long until I can check the nets? About one more carp. Nearly time to check the nets again, I think. I said I can check them in one more carp. Well, here it is. Right, oops. Dong this bloke on the head, and then it's time to check the nets. You know what, if I can get a few yabbies here today, look at all the carp down there. If I can get a few yabbies here today, I might have a bit of a cook-up, a bit of a streamside cook-up. And I've got one. Not very big, but I'll throw him in. No yabbies? No. There was a yabby in this net last time, wasn't there? Not this time, though. I think this net's caught 2, 1 in each check. And that run of good luck has come to an end, though. There's nothing in it this time. I don't know, if I can just get a few more yabbies, I'll have a bit of a streamside cook-up. I don't need a lot, even just half a dozen will be alright. I've got 4. They're just not as big as I'd like them to be. Go away, stupid flies. And got him. Is it a yellow belly? Not quite. Well, that's got a yellow belly. Oh, just coming back from killing that carp, I'm getting a bite already. I just counted. There's 9 dead carp on the pile. Got him. It's small, this one. Oh, look at the size of that one. Make that 10. Number 11. Number 11. Right, yabby me up. Come on, give me enough for a bit of a cook up. Absolutely nothing, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw a couple of shrimps in there. They're not big, but I'm going to cook up a couple of shrimp with me yabbies. Oh, there's a big shrimp. That one can go in there. It's a little shrimp. This one's so big that it'll probably hurt me if it bites me. I'm going to substitute me yabby cook up with some shrimp tails. There's nothing in this one at all. Nothing in this one either. Check this out, I've just finished setting up my little stove ready to go. I bought myself a new stove, that's why I'm so eager to do have a bit of a cook up. But I've got to cook myself some lunch today anyway, so I've got to set this up irrespective of whether I catch anything. But I have got 4 rather modest yabbies and 2 shrimp that I'm going to cook up. So I've been doing all this while the nets have been in the water, but have a look at this. Have a look at this. My rod hasn't been in since I checked the nets about 20 minutes ago, since I last checked the nets. I started with 2 rods, I couldn't keep up, so I went down to 1 rod, and I just got sick of catching carp, one after the other, so I've left the rod out while I set up all my cooking gear. I'll give the nets about another 10 minutes, but have a look at this. I often get people from Europe, particularly England, go and crook at me about the poor way that I handle carp. Well, you might not like to see this, but you see that? That is a carp problem. You don't have this in England. This is the Billabong Creek. It's the longest creek in Australia, I believe. It's enormous. Now, I've caught 10 or 11 carp here in one spot in under an hour, one after the other, in one spot of a creek that's hundreds of kilometres long, and then there's hundreds of different creeks. Our biggest river, the Murray River, looks just like this at the moment. It is thick with carp. So if you're watching this from England or anywhere in Europe or any carp-loving countries, just understand that here in Australia, our conditions are just too good. They thrive too well, and they don't know when to stop breeding, and they're such a problem. And that's why you see me, as you call it, mishandling carp, because they're a real pest. Anyway, I'll give these nets another 10 minutes, then I'm going to start my cook up. Actually, what I might do is get these yabbies ready now, the ones that I've got now, so I'm ready to go. Now what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to show it in the video, is I'm going to get my knife and I'm going to brain spike each one of these yabbies and shrimp, and then I'm going to take their tails off and just cook their tails. Righto, time to check these nets. My first vehicle of the day just went past, the big truck. Come on, yabbies. And none in there, just the big stick. Come on, net number 2. And nothing at all. Come on, net number 3, be good to me. Nothing at all. Oh, one little shrimp. I've got one shrimp. Well, I'll throw it in the pot. Come on, last net. There's a shrimp, although I think he fell out and ate in there, which is very small. That one can go back. Oh, what a shame. While the new stove's going, you can't even see the flame. Definitely going. I've got a bit of bacon on the go here. While that's cooking, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on this plate. Not a lot of meat there, unfortunately. The yabbying wasn't as good as I'd hoped it would be. Well, I've just put some herb and garlic breadcrumbs. So I've got some herb and garlic yabby and shrimp. What I'm going to do, when I finish cooking my bacon, I'll just throw them straight into the bacon fat. Shit, that's hot. That really roars. Well, the bacon's looking good. I'm just going to have one sandwich, I reckon. And there's me yabby tails. I'll go into that fat there. Let's throw me yabby tails in. Why have bacon and eggs when you can have bacon and yabbies? It's on a bit of a lean. The frying pan's on a bit of a lean, and all the oil's gone to that side down there. So I'll put the yabby tails in the oil. Me bacon sandwich. There's me yabby entree, almost ready. Gee whiz, that stove throws out some heat. Right, it's time to sit down and enjoy the fruits of my labour. Sit down and enjoy my bush tucker. There's no point me putting a line in because the carp will drive me mad, just like the flies are already driving me mad. But look at that. A yummy, magnificent bacon sandwich on multigrain bread, with half a dozen yabby and shrimp tails fried in bacon fat and coated in herb and garlic breadcrumbs. Doesn't get much better than that. I'll probably get lectured about being overweight and that it's unhealthy. Anyway, they reckon all green things are healthy. Lettuce, celery, broccoli, silver beet. If it's green, it's good for you. And that's why I've chosen to wash my lunch down with Miller's Chill, because it's in a green wrapping, green logo. Anyway, let's see how this goes. I'll put the camera on my head. I'm sure you all know how a bacon sandwich tastes, so let's just go straight to the yabbies. That is delicious. And the shrimp. Oh, so good. Well, the yabbies and the shrimp, they were absolutely awesome. Now I'm going to enjoy my bacon sandwich. Yabby tails and shrimp tails fried in bacon fat, coated in herb and garlic breadcrumbs on the bank of the Billabong Creek with a bacon sandwich. Doesn't that just sound amazing? Well, I can tell you now it tastes pretty amazing too. Thank you all very much for watching.